The other day, I made a video about rumors of a brand new Doctor Strange spin-off series for Disney Plus, starring Benedict Wong as Wong, where he's going to be teaching America Chavez and some other young magicians within Kamar-Taj, which that alone sounds really cool. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to go check out that video. But today we are talking about Doctor Strange 3, because supposedly that spin-off series is going to lead directly into this threequel, which last year we got Multiverse Madness, and already they're working on Doctor Strange 3, because brand new reports from Big Screen Leaks and Charles Murphy and a whole bunch of other reliable sources are saying that Marvel Studios is actually fast-tracking Doctor Strange 3, which personally I think makes a lot of sense, because, you know, they were really taking their time with the sequel. First movie came out in 2016, Multiverse Madness didn't come out until 2022. That is a 6-year gap between those movies. They don't want to wait another 6 years before we get Doctor Strange 3. So they're going to be doing that much earlier. And the plan, or at least the hope, is to get this movie out at least before Secret Wars, possibly even Kang Dynasty. But I'm thinking more likely it's going to be probably Secret Wars. Now, this makes perfect sense, though, because they're going to be faced with a very similar problem to what happened with Infinity War and Endgame, where, you know, with the way Infinity War ended, it's very hard to do movies in between that, because you can't have anything take place after that movie because half the world was snapped out of existence. So that's why Ant-Man and the Wasp took place simultaneously and ended with the repercussions of Infinity War. That's why Captain Marvel was in the 90s. And then we continued with the story in Endgame. And I feel like we're going to be getting a very similar kind of a huge WTF cliffhanger moment at the end of Avengers the Kang Dynasty, where probably our heroes lose and then Battle World is created, and then we open up Secret Wars with that. So I think Doctor Strange 3 is the perfect film to do in between these two movies, because with the way Multiverse Madness ended, the introduction of Charlize Theron as Clea, and also Doctor Strange going with her into the dark dimension, you know, it just makes sense, because that's something that probably would not be affected by whatever is going on in the outside world with Kang Dynasty, or possibly, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, could even take place simultaneously and end with the lead-in to Secret Wars, which I think would make a lot of sense. But another big part of this is, though, that when Clea came to recruit Doctor Strange, she mentioned something about him causing an incursion. And we know incursion is going to be playing a huge role in Kang Dynasty and also Secret Wars, because that's what was teased in Multiverse Madness. Reed Richards said, hey, incursions, this is what they are, and clearly that was teasing us of something big that is to come in the future with the Multiverse Saga. You know, Kang the Conqueror, he's going to be the main villain of the Kang Dynasty, and seems like also at least a variant of him with the Beyonder in Secret Wars. So we know he's going to be involved with doing some incursions, probably using those to create Battleworld. So it makes sense that this would be the film to set that up. There's even rumors possibly that the Beyonder could be introduced in Doctor Strange 3, which I think, again, would definitely make a lot of sense. And there's also a few other wonky rumors going around about, like, maybe they want to bring back Scott Derrickson, who directed the first Doctor Strange movie. That isn't really coming from super reliable sources, so I don't know about that. But definitely really interesting to see that Marvel Studios is fast-tracking Doctor Strange 3 again. I think it makes complete and total sense, and I'm really excited for this, because as much as Multiverse Madness was kind of a mixed bag and a little bit of a disappointment, it was still a good film. I still really enjoyed it, and I really am now excited to see what they do in this next film, because really the big disappointment of Multiverse Madness is that it just wasn't really a Multiverse Madness. But this third movie has so much potential. We have Doctor Strange, we have Clea, bringing that character into the forefront, doing their love story, I'm assuming is something they're going to do, exploring the dark dimension, probably bringing back Dormammu, maybe even the return of Caecilius. I just think there's a lot of potential here, so this is something that personally I'm really excited for, and it seems like we could be getting this film probably somewhere between 2025 and 2026. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news that Doctor Strange 3 is being fast-tracked and it's coming a lot sooner than we possibly thought? So anyways, thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.